affiliation has been disavowed. You are now marked as rogue.
North the Capcom beats.
What is going on, guys? It's your boy CJ and I'm back again with another Division video. So today I'm bringing you guys my high-end exotic solo build. Alright, this is the build I use for solo DZ gameplay, solo manhunts, going after rogues, all that stuff. A lot of you guys have been asking me that since this patch came out, so here it is. I'm finally bringing it to you guys, so without further ado, let's get right into the build. So as you guys can see, I'm using high-end exotic. I'm not using, tactician, CP tactician, anything like that, just to point that out. So for my primary, I'm using a lightweight M4 with 21k base damage, and it's got competent, responsive, and unforgiving. My mods are pretty much the same as always, except for on this gun I have a large optic that has a crit chance scope instead. So yeah, but like you can put a crit damage scope as well, like it doesn't really matter. My secondary, I'm using another lightweight M4 with 19.7k base damage, and it's got deadly, adept, and competent. Because of the build I'm running, you guys are gonna see why I use this gun, but because I have a lot of skill haste on this, I get my skills back really fast. And adept and a deadly, like when they stack, or when adept stacks, it just like you get so much crit chance to your ARs if you are doing it properly. So that's pretty much why I do that, so keep that in mind. The mods are pretty much the exact same thing, all crit damage mods and stuff there. So get the crit damage, get the crit chance where you can, because these are ARs, so you're not going to be able to stack too much of that without adept. So there you go. So let's go into my gear. So for my chest piece, I'm using a rapid chest piece. Now a lot of people don't do this, alright? A lot of people haven't tried this before. I don't even know, I don't think I've seen anyone try this. Basically decrease cooldown for healing skills by 15%, which is basically 15% skill haste. If you guys saw in the gameplay, I was only using heals, so I'm getting, like, just without putting any skill haste mods there, which we're gonna go into later, I already have 15% skill haste, so keep that in mind. It's rolled into electronics with health and skill haste on it, and the firearms mods roll into skill haste. My mask is a refresh mask rolled into firearms with crit chance, and the firearms mod with skill haste. I got my short bow knee pads rolled into electronics with health and a firearms mod with skill haste, and the prototype performance mods across the board is first aid self heal, so I'm not going to go over that again like I never ever do. My specialized backpack is rolled into firearms with health and a firearms mod with skill haste. Now this is my skull MC gloves. It's not very good. I'm trying to get a better one. Definitely strive to get a better one. This rolled into stamina. You can put this in firearms, you can put this in electronics. This is personal preference for me. This is what works for me. I know that stamina is not the best, but like I said, it works for me, so you can do that, or you can definitely go electronics or firearms like I said. And this has got crit damage, skill haste, and enemy armor damage. You're gonna want to get crit damage, skill haste, and crit chance, but entirely up to you. My holster, the nimble holster, good rolled across the board except for the stamina one, and it's got skill haste and first aid self heal. Nimble is still good, alright. I've already said this patch, but nimble is still worth using. If you guys saw in the gameplay, I do take advantage of nimble. Yes, it does take a bit to kick in, but it's still really damn good if you do use it properly. So that's pretty much it for the build there. Let's go into my skills. As you guys can see, I'm using a booster shot. It heals me for 88k, which isn't bad, and the cooldown is 23 seconds. My rapid chest piece doesn't affect the numbers here, but my actual cooldown is around 14 to 15 seconds. So yeah, like you guys can do the math, 23 minus 15%, and there you go. My immune station, which you just have to use, because when you're going solo manhunt or dealing with just multiple people, there's always going to be people running shock turrets or flame turrets. As you guys saw, this really helped me in a lot of situations, and the cooldown for this is only 16 seconds. And as you guys can see, if you do the math, it's literally like 10-11 seconds really. So it's really damn good. So just use these 2 heals, you are gonna realize how fucking good it is. And that's pretty much it. You get a good heal off it, you get immune to shock turrets, flame turrets, seeker mine, after fire, and all that stuff. So there you go. Let's go into my talents. I'm using critical save, strike back, tactical advance. I use tactical advance because, well, I use it with nimble, so I do get the extra damage. And on the move, if you are running against groups and there are people around you, try and take advantage of triage. If you want to use this in the group, which you can do, but this is a solo build, you can as well do combat medic with this, because triage and combat medic with adrenaline stacks, and it's just crazy how fast you'll get your skills back and all that. But yeah, this is a solo build, so you don't have to do that, but it's just a recommendation if you do want to use this in a group. So that's pretty much it for the build, and I'm going to show you guys the stats overall. So as you guys can see, the crit chance is low, but with the depth you'll see what it does. Now look at the skill haste, 38%, and then you add the 15. Because of the UI, it doesn't really show the 15% that I get from rapid, which is kind of weird, but I'm pretty much at max skill haste, like 38 plus 15, there you go. I've reached max skill haste. If you do tend to use, like, if you want to use pulse or some shit, you can definitely, you'll see that it'll only be 38 for pulse, but for your heals it will be 50. So that's pretty much it there. Use this build. Like, when you're playing this build, you've got to play smart with it. Like, don't just think you can put this build on and just start shredding people and go solo manhunt, no problem. You have to play the build properly. You gotta, you know, use corners, you gotta throw nades when you need to, you just gotta use movement, you gotta do everything, you gotta take, and I'm gonna make a video showing you guys, you know, how to go solo manhunt, how to, like, some solo tips and tricks and all that good stuff. But just, if you know, you guys know what I'm talking about, just take everything that you can that you've learned about this game, movement, strafing, throwing nades when you need to. The best thing I can recommend for this build without taking up too much more time is take the fight where you want it to be taken. If you're going solo manhunt, don't let people bait you. Like, you bait them to come to you, and then you can finish them off, as you guys saw from the gameplay. I lead them to me, and I take them where I want them to be, so I can melt them down, or I can take a running route if I need, like, medkits or some shit. So that's it for the build. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's been your boy. I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'm out. Peace out.